Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shailene, and in today's video, it's kind of an extension of my last video where I was like majorly spring cleaning, because I have a basket here full of either clothes that I want to thrift flip or clothes that just like need hemmed and repaired. And I have a sewing machine, so I figured now is the time to make these clothes the best that they could be, right? A lot of these clothes have been sitting in my wardrobe for a while and they just need addressed. They're all clothes that I want to keep. They just need like a little bit of a repair, a little bit of a hem, or a little bit of a patch. If you remember, I thrifted this dress, one of my favorite thrift finds literally ever. As you can see, there's a little hole here that just needs a little addressing. I'll insert a video here of me trying it on, like the before. I'm so obsessed with this. I want to be able to wear it, but I don't want it getting any worse around the bust area and like ripping even further and like ripping off of me while I'm wearing it. That would be like my biggest fear. So I just need to repair this. I also thrifted this dress, which I love. It's giving me like Daughters of India vibes. I'm literally so obsessed with this dress, but again, it just needs a little bit of help. In one of the armpits here, there is a hole in it. And so I just need to seam that back up and all will be well. Again, here's a little video of me trying it on before so you can see what it looks like. I have one more dress here. I'll insert a video of me trying it on here, but this dress is a little weird because it fits me really well everywhere except for like the armpit area. And in the armpit area, it's quite baggy. I've owned this dress for a while, and before I started learning how to sew, I would just like safety pin the sides, which is like not great, but I would do that so I could wear this dress. Now that I know how to sew, I'm just gonna tighten it up right there and make it fit me a lot better. I love this color. I love this dress. It just needs a little shaping. Now we're moving into graphic tee territory. If you've been watching my videos for a little while, then you might have seen that I went to Alaska. I'll link a card above if you want to watch. It was one of the most magical experiences of my life. I got to see the Northern Lights and it was amazing. I ended up getting like all these souvenir t-shirts. But like the way my body is shaped, graphic tees don't just like hang on me because I got a big booty. So the way they fit me is like tight and constrained. Here's an example of one. The sleeves go like below my elbow, which I don't love. And then they also just bunch up around my hip a little weird. I'll insert some video footage here of me trying on all of the t-shirts before I give them a hem and before I shorten the sleeves. But we have this t-shirt. It just says Alaska embroidered. If you know me, then you know I'm a sucker for embroidered stuff. I also have this white Denali shirt. I got it in the Denali National Park area. Again, just needs a little bit of a shaping, but I love this. I love the embroidery on it. I love the cream. I love everything about it. Also got this shirt in Alaska. Again, it's embroidered. You can see I've never worn it. You can tell because of how wrinkly it is. It just fits me a little weird. It just needs a little shaping. And so I'm excited to flip these three things so I can actually wear them. But those aren't the only graphic tees I have. I also got this one in a cute little mountain town in Colorado. I feel like it's like so granola. It's so random. This is like one of the most random graphic tees I have. But when I'm like hanging out in the mountains, I love shirts like this. And again, it just doesn't fit me the way I want it to. And then I also got this shirt in Breckenridge, Colorado. Again, obsessed. It has embroidery on it. Just, I feel like it could just be a little bit better. I have this cute little crop top here that's black that has like a little, you know, trim on it, a little bow, and I love that. But the lace like actually comes out. It's like ungathering itself. And so I want to just like sew this back on. I also just have this like plain pair of black leggings that have a huge hole in the butt. I cannot wear those. That's so obvious. I also just want to repair those, try to cinch it up. That way they're wearable. Last but not least, my boyfriend actually has a couple pairs of like gym shorts that he wants me to repair. Again, these should be pretty easy repairs. They have the same exact issue happening, but right here you can see the seam is kind of coming undone. And so I'm just going to like cinch that back up and repair them for him. He's actually going on a golf trip next weekend and he's like, please fix them for me before I go on my golf trip. And I'm like, you know what? I should just make a whole video out of this. I'll fix your shorts and I will fix all my clothes too so they're actually wearable. 2025, we are fixing our clothes and hemming our clothes instead of throwing them away. So without further ado, I say we jump in and start fixing these clothes. Okay, let's go. Just for funsies, I think I'm going to time myself on how long this actually takes me because I am such a procrastinator when it comes to doing like simple things that I feel like I work up in my head. Then I'm like, it's gonna take forever to do it. So I'm gonna time myself. I haven't even plugged in my sewing machine yet. I haven't threaded any bobbins. I'm going to time myself from literally start to finish to see how much this entire thing takes. It is currently 10:37, so let's see how long this takes. Okay, I currently have a white bobbin in there, so I think I'm gonna start with anything that needs like white thread, and maybe I'll just like color coordinate these so that way it's like kind of easier to go through. So I have 4 pieces of black clothing, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of white clothing, 3 pieces of brown clothing, and then 2 blue. Okay, I've got all my colors here. So I've got white, brown, black, blue, and green. I cannot make this up. I was just putting this on so that way I can like pin it where I want it to be tighter. And as I was taking the shirt I was wearing off, there's now a little hole in this. I don't know if it was already there and I just made it worse. Like maybe I didn't notice it before. Got the sewing machine out, just gonna fix it real quick. Oh my gosh. For this dress, it's just too big. So I kind of just wanna, yeah, something like that. That would be so much better. Woohoo! I even used green thread. You know what I'm actually thinking? I have this brown thread here and I feel like it's like a good complementary color to the thread that's already here. So I might just use the brown thread for this shirt and have it like complement the embroidery that's here. I think I'm gonna do that. But for this shirt, I really want to like shorten the sleeve length and shorten this length right here. If this were to be all the way pulled down, that is like so unflattering. It's crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure where I want that to hit. I want it to hit right here at my hip because that's the largest part of my body. So I want it to hit right there so it doesn't have to stretch over. So if I were to pull it down, fold that up, yeah, it is in the middle of this ruler, so that'd be 8 inches. Maybe I'll start with like 4 inches and just see how that works. I'd rather start off smaller than not. And then for the sleeve length, ideally somewhere like right here would be good, just right above my elbow. That's 3 inches. So I'm gonna start with 4 inches down here, 2 inches on the sleeves, and then I will make adjustments if I need to. So I ended up cutting about 5 inches off the bottom, which I feel like that's a good normal shirt length. So I'm really happy with that. I ended up cutting 2 inches off the sleeves and 5 inches on the shirt, and I feel like this is way better. It's still like a baggy graphic tee. I can't dry this anyways because it has embroidery on it, so I'm always gonna be hang drying this. So I feel like this is what I was looking for. I feel like this is exactly the fit. So I'm just gonna hem this so that way it is a finished edge. Just gone over and made the hem for the sleeves. Just tried to make it as even as possible all the way around. Sneak peek. Yay! Definitely making progress. The only shirts I have left are brown, but that includes 3 graphic tees, which do take the longest, but we are getting there. No more hole. Okay, you guys, I just finished and it is 1:18. So it took me like 2.5 hours to do all of it. That's like including rethreading all of it. That's not that bad. There was literally 5 shirts that I cut up and like redid. So just goes to show I should stop procrastinating and start doing more. All right, you guys, that took me just under 3 hours to finish. Everything is done. All the strings are cut. They're completely wearable right this minute. I'll insert some clips here of how everything turned out. I tried to make all of the graphic tees, or all the t-shirts anyways, just like a little bit different. I didn't want to make them all just the exact same thing over and over again. So sometimes I would flip the sleeve up and then sew it. Sometimes I would flip the sleeve down and sew it to create the hem. Same with this bottom part down here. Sometimes I'd flip it up, sometimes I'd flip it down for a hem just because I thought it would be fun. The sleeves I did in like a little bit of varying length. These shirts obviously took the longest to do just because I was like actually cutting and measuring, and then I also had to hem. The stuff with the tiny little holes in it took me like maybe 5 minutes total to thread, bobbin, all of that. It took me like 5 minutes total. So really I just did kind of like 5, not thrift flips, but 5 flips and then 7 repairs for the rest of the clothing. I am happy with that. Spring is here and I am ready, and I'm ready to actually be able to wear all the clothes that I own. That basket that I showed earlier also has a ton of goodies in it that were meant to be thrift flips. So like stay tuned for all of that because I have a lot of ideas for all the rest of the clothes I own to use it in some way, to like remake it over or to use it in another sewing project. This is literally why I own a sewing machine. I'm so glad that I did this. So if you have a sewing machine and you've been procrastinating, altering, or fixing your clothes, use this as your sign that it is not that hard. Just do it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or you just want to see my face more, hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, are you also a procrastinator? I was like that all throughout school, and now into my adult life, I'm definitely a procrastinator. So let me know in the comments if you're the same way. As I said in my last video, I am altering my posting schedule just a little bit. I'll be posting the first 3 weekends of every month coming into the summer. I have a lot planned and I'm super excited about it, but I just want to be realistic about the videos that I can actually produce. Thank you again for being here. I love you. And if nothing else, I just hope this video encourages you to stay creative, stay inspired, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.